to say sorry yeah to follow philosophers on much books so say religion is the opium of the masses. Now I can tell us about Ghana also their sports is the opium of the masses, especially football. It do be say football won sense mo no to na chese I was see timi ba ni mpelifo be di ehon komo me a make say me kumasa sante kotoko ni support kotoko pa na so enema nkoyi matim no ntimi mi say na say me ka the last time I call sports stadium last time I call stadium kotoko na house of folk match 2 years ago wo Accra Sports Stadium na nkwa na President's Cup na me ko hwe bi President's Cup we body bi ni free enso ni pampo answer da ama ni pampo answer da ama wo hwe park yi so a na say ho asem bibiri na say you ko parliament a ye di nkomo bibiri fa on said you say World Cup ye kwakobọ qualifiers ye say die ye pit baby kwakobọ ball no I see ye nya yakotogu am ya pamo yen me dey menim how true it is but that's the rumor in town menya na ka bebe ko bia ke mpamo yen ampo menya bebe ko bia tuko fo mpamo yen mali fo mpamo yen obi mpamo yen I'm told to say bebe kwakobọ ball no outside Ghana there ya mo ka ne dey bear $1 million enti asam na ekoso ye di hu nkomo e wo parliament na edru ba bi say ya na e se kwone ni mpanifo ni di nkomo say what really is the matter e dey bad na akoso ene ma be ne course ma National Sports Authority for take that decision say ye di sports stadium pitch no e ma Asare-fo amamo be program be 1 week as 2 weeks that time me na mukumase Deeper Christian Life church no mo ho me hu mo several times I want no program last year be di Christmas na omo de Accra Sports Stadium ya no so mo de ma enkofo ya be mount stage kese wo pitch yi so adechi ya grass yewu enti ha dwe kakra but we really want to know say asem na nkasa no fast no ete say na ene ya bopini yenu aba ma Miss Labatels wo ye rank member I was sports enti no go beka say bia ade ne afa sports minister ma but no ye rank member nto ye rank member de ho no parliament a house of records the records na ede nanima enti dey say ba ne ba bedi ho nkomontie de yenu aba ma me mo akwa
God me chiao
na ho te say
nyame adom me ho ye
de nyame ase
na so ye
nyame adom ahode ho na we dey I don't know say eyi kakra de a me hu oba na so ye kokko no ye kokko a manage we tuntum so we tuntum so a manage me say o de me ka no te ase ya
na say me to ase
we ye kokko a we kokko a we tuntum so a tuntum na nyina efe me mama anti do hwe me
na say tuntum efe sen kokko
what yes me mama anti do
no doubt
me papa no wajeje kakra
and
mama me de ne style bi something which is there
correct
so eti me hu say ya na mani age edi a mo nim maba no a momentum no di nkoma mo cheche mo say no be yourself na mo confidence no embra what you say
na mo nso munyai ne oba kokko ya na say ni say oba kokko mo ana ya moye ena ema ebi eni you good high self esteem
yes
obehu ana opese oye or try so obe sun color but anka we die I mean
who jara on aso ko baby
say na can black is beautiful
yes to me there ya muno muni nkomo na I'm not sure say be a member na massa de ne ba last be na ye ka ma mo wigi amusi hu na wo hwe ebi buo pa ridiculous ama mo fa nche bi ba mi this kentra me ka say ridiculous na me ka na obi ka che me say Gordon ade no enye mo ne ehye mamu na me say because me bema me resa wigi a me nim the free Turkey and me nim the free China and me nim the free Burkina Faso the new answer be the ho ayefe eno ano et me nim value no sa et mo lo
ya maye ho
asem o ka chem na so confirm
ya maye ho
and me say
na say wo ho ade ne say when you are dressing
yes
you are dressing up for your own self confidence say wo hwa hwehwem what am I say wo hwa hwehwem now I comfortable say senia maye manage ho ansa na mesi abonten nya ne obi beka say onu na ni ji hu say wo okun wo fi a
that be what say
by all means obeka sweetie you are looking good
yes
I say aba be kan wo de no
but
wo de no e na edi kan
honorable one can say be or no for herself, but was say a year more something like almost like a competition.
There be any I just a slave. I just a slave for
was on Lupia Bontia and married the woman say radio where Brazilian hair and the good it is.
I am more frasem. I mean, there are stages in life. Certain stages who do those things are no more that important. And let's say I met the CEO of GEPA.
Okay.
Dr. Ifwa Asare.
The Rasta Tintin.
Oh my goodness.
Who's the brand that watch me?
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I do for more.
Oh, minimum. And Mr. Watchami.
Now, in fact, I
mean,
compare this Brazilian. I mean, what are you talking about?
Natural.
It's a no my idea to 2 years.
Yes. It's a for your mamma, Silabatel, Simia, and I better say, one day, Bebana, you see, Sabra Bumun, Comosino, near the home. But the question, Barney, said, Median. Send me share. Sports infrastructure.
Yes.
Minimum man penny oba Ghana. Ya what me a disika ashe for sports infrastructure mu. Eche President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, what can you pa?
But a drew where it mattered most. Say a Asare-Bediako ball. You didn't see ye. You see a pictures of Ghana in young qualifier mark it down. Adding.
You wait there, Mammy Nika inchia or my Wunyina, especially Ablikuma North.
Yes.
When you say Yamiadum this year, dear, Mobeto Abane Fefe, Ama, His Excellency Dr. Baumia, any honorable equifree.
Yes.
Na yet to me, Alpha Abano totality in Ghana. Na Sanya Woking, in fact, near sea, Ewa Babaya Rano. No dear, a big embarrassment, national embarrassment, especially for a country like Ghana. In fact, you need football at home, and not just Ghanaians in Ghana, Ghanaians everywhere in the world. We be in Mgasika at the mine. Now, youth sports committee, or parliament, free. All the entities that are involved. In fact, we've had a lot of meetings with all these entities are involved in the sports management, and especially with the National Sports Authority. Yeah, more have extensive or more in particular, the whole day or more aiding because near see and can you say Banessa?
Okay.
But then as I say yet. Almost structure and so I say, say the sports authority and I am mandated to take care of all the sports facilities across the country. Whether we are doing renovations or you are replacing structure or near or even building structures outside of the ministry, the National Sports Authority in charge.
Okay.
The sports authority, they are also allowed more authorized fees and charges omobetimi afa programs meetings in there omobetimi aje ewo any of the stadia and political programs yetumi ye wo ho yetumi ye church programs yetumi ye all kinds of entertainment programs near there. This is not the first time the sports authority ama ho kwan, but the thing is, as the ones that are managing the sports facilities, it is very important. So, timer, ebia wo international game be eba, and as our tournament be eba. You have to make sure say your pitch, especially, is in excellent condition. And with every match, and say every programmer, what the facility nebe mano. You have what you call the recovery plan in place. A package, say, after you use the facility, this amount out of Niaube Tuyano is allocated for the recovery of the facility. It is a BBA, and a BBA say, and I said, Senia, a CE or Babaya Ray. One say pitches, and it's so unfortunate and irresponsible of one more a be high honimpo. Say who say say a football your friend is saying a stadium. And you know, say grass and a woho. And then you drive your Land Cruisers on the grass back and forth. Not just a one casa, so you are fully aware that you are destroying the national facility.
It's warranty.
No, but restrictions. We rent. We must do things responsibly.
Okay.
We must do things responsibly. The fact to say which your candidate does not mean you should go into distraction mode. Into one casa, cars. Also, every stadium has the tracks.
Yeah, tartan tracks.
Yes, until you can even use the tracks for the vehicles. Nanka weja grass no. Well, until in as much as yes, somebody will ask, I didn't know they high. It is something we've been doing. We've always been hiring out the stadia for events. That is how our most generating income. Yeditia or more workers, yedi maintaining honey idea. It is part of it. It is not something that is new. But and from so by the fact is say you set tournament any for a program for that long.
Yes.
And the people to or mobile facility were very irresponsible with it. And they went ahead as usual. We are allocation for the recovery of the place. They assigned that amount to it. And recovery of the grass, making sure that the place was in order for the tournament. It's just that unfortunately the work didn't also grass if you replant grass it takes time for it to set. In fact, they didn't have enough time into and in fact the Nipa Odi has suffered the punishments for it, and they've assigned almost staff or more handle maintenance to continue until it is work in progress. They are still working on ensuring say the stadium is in top shape. Now Sanya Wokaka who say Yako Togo near the those things are not confirmed or mobile. They assured us to say your games yebebo Ghana.
Sir.
Yes. They assured us your games yebebo Ghana. Oh say there is renovation planner they've been handling over a period of time.
Okay.
There are some phases. I think he said three phases of the stadium renovation. Some parts have been done. The second part is what is currently ongoing.
Okay.
Now, Osha, there come major projects or more here to make sure say they get the stadium back in very, very, very good shape, because the whole thing it started from the 2008 where AESL evaluation of your stadia. All of the key stadium, Greater Accra, Kumasi, Babayara, Esipon, Stadia, Cape Coast, all of these stadia. Extensive works have been going on. All of these stadia, but Niana almost certified. Saki bet me edible match for now, because the others are undergoing renovation across stadium. We say you closely for that renovation. And the Kumasi Diana omu eguswa ye hu adwuma no eno nana ye nim say it has already been licensed and certified. See you bet to me I use her for the match inti eba ne sa no na ye say no yentimi emmo because of the condition of it. Now just say the other ones na ye nim say they are closed off, no, they cannot be used. But the thing is that work has been ongoing on those ones, so they are actually in very, very good condition. In fact,
obi abomi back YouTube see was say Gordon, please, you are spreading wrong information.
Yes,
the CAF team were in the country over the weekend to inspect Accra and Cape Coast Stadium.
Yes,
and who do Alasan me dase kase ka be taka say o Gordon e just sanity but o ka say spreading false information there. Ya me tell ya ma better say ja want public education and na ye be muntina. I appreciate it.
Oh say because of the way our information call out about this whole Togo and all of that and I believe say source authority no more per se all of these things, inspections and now you're making sure say yes. At the end of the day,
yeah.
And Ghana for nche ombe hu say yebebo matches ne wo Ghana here ye nko ba bia
but are we really assured to say yebebo matches in wa
yebebo Ghana
mo ne kafofo nko say be ka say yesre mo radio mo mani mu ne ma bi so e me nya ne sa
oh so the America no most of our stadia no they are undergoing major work so we hu inti say wonim say oh ebia we no ye nwie ye nti na ye close ya no nche say is in a bad condition but then you are trying to make sure say all of them are of international quality and up to standard and it is not an issue of any ready for us to be able to use so it is ready for us to use and one said they would give us the authorization to use them me I'm assuring Ghanaians say ejuma National Sports Authority, Ministry of Youth and Sports, they have given us assurance, say all these matches are going to be played in Ghana. Intimonia assured. Yebe matches in Ghana.
Okay, but sports National Sports Authority for one penny for Abamonim. Almost the same.
And one I make catch away. Near making efi National Sports Authority. Yeni Minister Edin Komo. Yeni Sports Authority edi nkomo yeni GFA edi nkomo all the entities that are involved in the game of football yeni omo edi nkomo because they are all stakeholders in the game of sports yeni omo nyina edi nkomo and we are assured say eniama beko nanim.
Well, coming from you there I have no doubt to say meje de say ya born ye be born wa ha but almost say beyond the see ya who ye ba be said the make ye ka ye tisi yakotogo kra me ya pamu ye talking about men's culture uko esipon se ya esipon eya kwa jungle
wakwa esipon na nsinya
oh me ko 2 months aba but pictures and who ye be 4 months ago ni die na ano den kakra
oh say me nkra pictures die
okay
but
mama report kakra ho
there were some petitions in statements bia for on the other side to throwing dust in the eyes of the Ghanaian public.
Yes, so we have to deal with all of them.
Well, because the information omodi to jano now quiet to say there is no work at all that we have done. But if you go back, Obehu said all the way back in 2008.
Can 2008?
Debbie, may 2008.
8. Aye.
Well,
President Kufuor time.
Yes. And renovation works started for all of the stadia.
Yes.
Now, idea krami your friend is say press release Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Okay, press release.
At the bar out.
Okay.
Mijidi say most of the media houses had this press release in which they had stated all of the worker
okay
from 2008. Now the state of our stadia as at 2016 when we this government took over. Document na AESL on all our stadia the details of the challenges of all our stadia yanu matna se ama ye stadia ni nyina such in a bad shape. All of the stadia usha report omode maye electrical works, renovation works. Oh, okay, that is fine because you mentioned
Esipon. To the could be Esipon. Okay. They will come across be able to read them. Say public education.
Okay.
Because
so this is the report from February 2014. Assessment on Accra Sports Stadium. Maybe I may want to go to Baba Yara.
Okay.
Since
I want to Baba Yara.
Action So this is feasibility assessment of Kumasi Sports Stadium 2014 February. Now, Meko description they talked about the fabric of the stadium, reinforced concrete, indoor spaces, offices, changing rooms, and all of that. In 2008, refurbishment works saw the establishment of a grandstand, which houses a luxury box and all of that. So they talked about all of these facilities. Then, in general, in fact, let me go straight to the recommendation. The treatments and the remedial works that we have to do. I just pointed out some of the issues I saw. The finishing sealant had weathered in most sections. Now I say sealant omu use na at that point na ninyina ase. Broken down surface of joints have exposed them, causing rainwater to seep through, penetrating adjoining blockwork and further staining internal blockworks of the partitions of the rooms below. There were well-defined medium cracks were also observed to be running along the rises of the tiers. The open spaces created by these cracks present a path for rainwater to enter into the fabric of the structures. Along the ceiling arena, guard barriers were loose, and this must also be properly fixed. The differential movement over the length results in stresses on the concrete as well as the rails to concrete interface, resulting in concrete cracking. Rainwater has seeped into the sky boots on the third floor. This occurrence was traced to PVC pipe and metal roof gutter joints at the roof level. Missing glass has allowed the driving rain. You can also identify one of the perspex glass in the roof to be missing. And the missing glass is driving rain into one of the sky boots. Then you have at the ground floor within the corridors as well as the changing room, a distinctive tide mark can be captured along the foot of walls. A typical diagnostic feature of rising damp, a presence of groundwater at the level which the structure has been sited. The dampness makes it cold to touch and reveals deteriorating loose wall plaster, peeling of painted walls at depths less than a meter of the foot of the wall. And then you have leakage from plumbing systems, that's defective pipe joints. You have stored water is leaking from underground service reservoir. You have observing tartan tracks. It was also noticed that the existing surface has worn out. There is no additional septic system incorporated to take up the added number. That is when they added more seats to the facility of the VIP areas between 2,500 and 3,000 seats. And so and they didn't add additional septic system to take up the added number, and this has led to an increase in dislodging from septic tanks which is serving the VIP lines. As such, to take up the deficit, a new septic tank should be sized and reconstructed to take up the number. Now if you look at all of these recommendations that has been made, about 8 pages of recommendations are the NDC never touched it. Let me say it straight. They never touched it until
Baba Yara.
Where Baba Yara?
Okay.
Now Accra de ne kra de na Accra de ne de. Let's see. During the period of July to September, AESL carried out a number of inspections on structural steel members as well as concrete framing elements of the facility. Now they have submitted a number. They have already submitted a number of inspection reports on the corrosion issue. Steel components since 2007, and they are okay, this is talking about AESL's responsibility, and they are talking about the condition of the structural systems supporting the different seating sections of the stadium, the current condition of the primer factory steel coating system on the facility since the erection of the members, the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, as well as the fire protection system. The last inspection was conducted in 2012. In carrying out this exercise, information was gathered by conducting visual inspection, reviewing previous studies, and then interviewing stadium personnel. Now, you can't humidity, you can't corrosion, you can't broken handles, you can't rods, you can't walls are peeling, you can't. Just the whole place was in disarray. And this was not touched. This was not touched. If you look at the report of the minister himself, when document that's so neighbor.
It's when you now was that press statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You say very comprehensive.
Yes. It is a very, very, very comprehensive document. Now, in conclusion, or say. The above breakdown provides clarity on the renovation works undertaken to improve the various stadia and to put them back in shape for use for international sporting activities. The feasibility and conclusion reports for Accra and Baba Yara stadia are attached. The payment information put out by the North Tong Pema Member of Parliament relates to payments and vouchers issued by Ministry of Finance for work done by the contractors and certified by AESL. Now, also Ablakwa buy and or say payments be near they don't know where the payments are coming from. Meanwhile, for a payment to go through, as I said, consultants, which is AESL, any Maswap consults, they have to, authorize the payments, and sana these payments are going to be made. And the statement by the MP sought to create impression that monies were wasted without work done. However, it should be noted that FIFA and CAF Category 2 and 3 matches, including 2018 Africa Women's Cup of Nations, the 2019 AFCON qualifiers, 2022 World Cup, and 2023 AFCON qualifying matches were played at the Accra and Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The recent 13 African Games, Accra 2023 football competition matches, were also played at Accra and Cape Coast.
Yes. So what has happened?
So you see, if looking at the condition, AESL, about the deterioration of the stadium, for you to find out to say all of these games from 2018
were played there.
International matches were played in our stadium. It should show you the amount of work that we have been able to do.
Yes.
All the way up until now. Ultimately, all of these stadia, Yaka Cape Coast, Yaka Accra Sports Stadium.
In fact, all of University of Ghana.
Yes.
University of Ghana pitch no kwa. Say Nancy ball local EB ko ball ma Africa Games in back be ko ball ho.
Yes. Yes. Between 2009 and 2017. The government of which Ablakwa was a member did not carry out any major renovation on Accra, Baba Yara, and Esipon Stadium. Look at this long scope of work. As I say, and the works that have been done. Okay, so that you'll be able to look at it, because this is something that went to the media. So there are all the phases of work that has been done and was it has been contained in this press release, which has been given to all of the media houses. But just to reiterate, Yabain has worked extensively on all of these stadia, including building new stadia, including improving some of the stadia that were not up to standard, because we want to make sure, say, at least in all of the key regions, where to say in the northern area,
yes,
in your friend is in Greater Accra, in Ashanti region, in Takoradi, we have in Central region, we have a stadia of international standards. You bet me about your matches. And I think the National Sports Authority, yes, there was a problem. Yes, there was a gap in allowing a church to use their stadia, knowing fully well, say this is the period it would take for me to recover my pitch. Into a pitch nenkwa many minister kasa minister say they should know say pitch ne whatever you do you must protect your pitch.
Exactly.
Well, whatever you must do you must protect your pitch. And see, I'm thinking say however they decided to make that decision, they didn't do it with the mindset say the recovery will not go as well as it did, as badly as it did. But unfortunately, and the good thing is that they are committed to making sure, say, they get the stadium back.
You are reassuring us, say, match na akana you see in a baby mono, Eddie Yabon Ghana.
Yabon Ghana.
What
may I have got that assurance from Minister and also from the Sports Authority. In the American idea, I'm saying it on authority based on the information or all of the renovation works are yaye. Contracts are my companies are the contracts nema ewaha amount I spending on each of them on Accra Sports Stadium, Baba Yara, any Sipon Sports Stadium. Nina wa say.
It is kind of mutual is kind of yana a core record so dear because we said the NDC fully because I see say be a whole man ya friend.
Now so this kind of election. God. Election. And see, as I said, we have to take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Because what we interested in say person yama buying who fee. Person or airtime at the Ghanaians. But what share MPP Juma Yaya? Especially with document and Mikre, renovation works on the Sipon Sports Stadium. You asked about a Sipon. Amount we spent. Look at the amount we spent.
That was Sipon.
Phase 1. Amount I spent there was 17 million. Phase 2. Amount I spent there was 40.7 million. Phase 3. Phase 2 and phase 3 are still ongoing. The third phase. Now, even just the phase 2, sandblasting application of anti-rust coating on the roof to prevent it against corrosion, to protect it against corrosion. And then we are removing and replacing all sanitary appliances and repairing associated pipe works. We are removing and replacing 13,000 spectator seats and reconditioning 9,000. We are rehabilitating the entire electrical installation system, including replacement of PA systems, CCTV cameras. We are replacing the lightning protection and other electrical. Look at all of this. Where is the pump? Phase 2 phase 1
Dawson. But you see, still now, back to the same. Senka, nanka, yen kakra. Many shows a bit me added to that level, say. I say, a complete overhaul.
Nothing near about two son. And I want say, we always have to appreciate it, say, if you be here, because Uncle be any year. Uncle Yama to near our Mobeka de gargantuan problem. We stayed there, what's not Siama stayed there, it deteriorated to the point where there is absolutely. So you have to spend into renovation and Obaka, so you replace a few seats inside and maintenance.
Exactly.
You replace
13 seats, 13,000
seats. You replace it. You assign a refurbishing 9,000.
Assign wiring.
Everything. And today you have a mouth to speak. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. See, we paint a picture, say, hey, this is what we came to meet. Baba Yara Stadium, dear Waha, Accra Sports Stadium, dear Waha, Sipon, dear Waha, Cape Coast, Ejuma Maye, Nina Waha.
I think some people about some to be this documentary. Me who be to the beer ya na aban so
but me the be job.
Where the original post why mark
me notes near there, yeah. Because I was studying it to understand exactly. I was amazed at the amount of work
dated 20th September 2024. Yes. Clarification on the stadium renovation works at the Accra, Baba Yara, and Sipon Stadium. Yes. Introduction background. Yes. And ODBB account. Yes. What the year so now?
Who be so I'll be all the renovation works. We will be AESL reports from 2007 2008. Nini na report into detail.
This is a press conference.
Me did say a press conference.
You see, we have press conference
because they throw that in the eyes of Ghanaians.
And Nadia will the second phase be called be Asana Yapon. And Nadia course Lisa Hotel. NDC for Kasa and na nipa 50,000 be a woo baby. As over the Kunkumuni panel. And the way, ya audited ya and a battle Emaso.
And Sanya Ukawa Lisa. Ghanaians must see NDC for
exactly. Because it's when like a sports minister. And then information minister Makabum, no Jina Holmes said there what's the paper so you remember the Ghana sports infrastructure with the stadium no had any radio any pictures were AESL and one of the most trusted institutions Ghana where I trusted one more don't remember beyond your GD woman acquire Sadi any a Juma yo huni ya cost to say you first phase ya second phase the about 2 years. Okay, 2018, President for time. Yes, that's when the Africa Cup of Nations 2018 was start year. Near Kenya, so that Ghanaians will appreciate what the story really is. Yes. Where we are coming from, Bediako, of course. Sikane na hope say or my pellico tam say exactly. It's money running through Sadia. This is about honorable. We buy him. Enanka ABR 2 weeks ago, and I last week upon a career, yet it's in a bonte focus. Motomobo. Motomobo. But then the question is maintenance culture. More na committee the moteso. What many BB said never again. And you bet now my infrastructure and to me deteriorated to this level. I think now virtually SCFD BB for 13,000 seats. As someone see you. And yes, I said you see ya child my friend complete overhauling here. And just because of neglect.
Yes. Now what was our reporting so especially with Accra Sports Stadium say. Who to me who say the anchor between that 2008 assessment all the way to 2018 started renovation works nothing happened. Stadium where it's located any proximity to the sea.
Yes.
Well, definitely and say who say corrosion ebeba. Especially because most of the railings there are metal works. And knobs near there you use sukrampo, any sealants near there nyina. I do sometime after a period. I expire sealants. We use 5-7 years no. Now I expire. As I say, you have to do reinforcement. But all of these things were never touched. Within that period of the NDC, nobody touched it. Well, if you work as a miko painting the colors painting because if you reinforce painting it even gives
a new look
a longer life.
Yes,
even to the infrastructure. But what did we see? Nothing. No mona mwanwa ye ding mwanwa ye ding
omanwa ye ding because
of one mistake.
Because abino mukuta Penimubia said so if the government has this document on our stadia, what stopped the government from telling the story?
Yes.
Because at the way may a very comprehensive. Very, very comprehensive. Share okay can we say details of renovation works on Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Sports Stadium has undergone 3 phases of renovation works. Phase 1 contract was awarded in January 2018 at the contract sum of 10 million. And now the phase 2 renovation contract was 2018 October. And we phase 3. Phase B and the scope of work was as follows. Phase 1, re-roofing, VIP area, replacement of damaged steel posts and bolts, blasting, dehumidification and series blasting of metal roof from frame structure ni nyina e wo ho no akọ phase 2 akọ phase 3 electrical installation general electrical works floor lighting telephone network and broadcast camera lightning protection additional work was say waterproof treatment to slab of changing room chain link fence metal gates scoreboard eti yenya weti asia ye wo say indeed aban no ye but eya na din eya na din she ya ball na say ya cup of no African games ye bayi
she infrastructure
media eyidie boteman
boteman road crampo a
me ma share ekoshe swimming to me ya ji what is Olympic size kama infrastructure na efe na ye say that mo hu dawro tell say me kwa me twa picture ko first what the way sure me wa ha me nie no my live video me say ana me ginin enti say aban na anye careful dia tambia nipa bonifo
absolutely.
I must say I'm happy with you. The fact say we are ranking member na waba and na nyesa we do sapa ne buy document dey sunie ya and 24 April makase AESLDM one of the most trusted institutions are fortunately team bastardizing no all institutions no judiciary parliament Bediako they bastardizing but AESLDM still na and that's so horrible eti based on their course we money or National Sports Authority for Edi kwaka chem say ebia monye careful say monhwe major tournament obi stop mo from executing your mandate but monye careful say saadi bi nsi na tournament bi ba monka anam bi kwaka chem say ye wa Accra Sports Stadium master sipon mu ebia Accra Sports Stadium die ye no die mfa rent mu betima ye bibi sa
but who say the way omoma ye ti ase no every infrastructure bia no ye wo staff well and the operations of the National Sports Authority no one more funding comes from say yebe rent these facilities and they have marketing teams and the marketing teams their responsibility they say take it time and they are project in fact they go out and even look for the programs
some
program because and also no mudinya revenue or mode facility so edit almost staff nti no so mujai omuka say be a prime ones to say be a Accra Sports Stadium and say baba yara na say we nya hwe wo ho a ebe hard because they need they need the resources but like you know you rightly said no the protection and the maintenance of this infrastructure should be paramount ebia yes spending 10,000 100,000 50,000 a day a year recovery but this time no we have to invest more in the recovery just to make sure say or we use the facility we are able to get it back to the condition in which it was. I think just putting more investment into that from omu resources on Benyano. Also even recovering the place Crampo after these programs it's income for people omo workers ne ade yo nkrofo ho no mo a almost omo daily bread comes from the recovery and then the clean up ne ade
you know
say yi san ya mani nyina fi ho a ebe ha adwen
all right Itabuza for ranking member on youth and sports yenuaba Asare-Bediako and interested ma yedi nkomo no na enema bi ikoso e wo social media it doesn't like my mouth to say it, but it never be busa me into I think say metimi aka ho asem menim say ye jai enipa ya ye ne dia ana say ye tisi bi e ho dodo no na ye di wo tu nipa kro so a menim say nipa kro no min quote uninspired life years na we ni no say nim since when and na ye sorry a and will be ewu na wo wu metusela kwa so wi you what do you gain say wo propagate sa stories no and then from there 2 PM ba enkofo akeka friend no mu busa me fa mo chawo secretary to the president of the Republic of Ghana na Asare-Bediako me fa mo chawo tiase ekofo dia to social media omo iseda mobodin me ne be say we more than 50 messages na aba and ekofo busa on WhatsApp on YouTube any Facebook ekofo busa say etise me kan ha mwati ma cross check me facts me ne ekofo amo and na Asare-Bediako ye adwuma me no makasa sisi ye na Asare-Bediako ti ase won na wo bona wuta wa sha obedi kan eja no wa sha obedi kan eja no eti ado minima de kronti ye ho sa webeko ena webeko na wo nko ena wi asese yensa yenye ade ya hyehye se we kwa asa na we yakọ ewuo yenye se ne ba bia da se webeko asa na wakọ wo obi a ne yira na se ne woto wona ehwe ne maame lo kwabefa no owu eja no munti bi da obi wadi 40 years o sie ne ma munti bi da munti bi da obi edi 90 years o sie ne ma 5 me ma hu bi da ankwara 19 years wu day old obi me ko Kumasi ye ko sunya ne e ba fa Kumasi me ti ase bi na areho me na branch di nkomosi na yira wo fo Faithborn Tafo Government Hospital wasi ababa no enyim wa dilate 4 inches as 4 centimeters was centimeters ohinya 10 almost won ko fie na 4 ni die hwa odini ko fie ehwo na asa bi kakra no ration de baaye be ma no kwa so se ho ense damfa no so oba no ho odinti no ene won ko fie na ade no prepare de nchia ibe oba na deliver and was you okofie ebo be 4 am na course start ba yes Omra hospital Udimika hospital yes oba na wu.
Oh
yes, I met him Miss Kusiano Misiana asena me ba Accra ono oba na nanti ko hospital oba na nyare it was amire ne more ye ne yakrampa ofa ne ka na ko hospital wa wo 4 faith 1 owu ya de chin oba na wu omusi mu je atu.
Oh
yes, na misi enamre mu da sadi ebi da susi eti owu nya de a obi abekọ na mo de tutu nkofo so mo de tutu nkofo so ade na mo yesa wo ayensi efese wabuso fida. Why do we do that? Anyway, that's the clarification me diaba na Asare-Bediako na mencha de what ya say ho what the holding why susumu wadi mre no unya na ka ope unya na wo buso man kwani beji pa asem to akobe kan ma and first like say ma high sense for ya high sense for once again the bia no omo na ebo echi dom e wo gananti omo watamale Kumasi takwa de takwa man kesi mo boase sunya ne techiman ho akufo dia ba bia gana die oma agese no mo aboso enema bebre no mo wo refrigerator gas cooker washing machine smartphones na sound system ebejegum e wo dem kama it high sense make am for amount I'll come in actual mineral water so oma packaging ye pa color ni green on say green see the as a channel etie no no more 500 ml or 750 ml and more sachet one abs so e wo ho no mo and na menso plus mixture gastro mixture and no more e wo ho no mo gastro mixture no wo stomach ulcer but do begia ne gastro mixture and na typhoid fever pains so wo bia wudi na wuti wo say wo ya na diarrhea na say indigestion gastro mixture and na begia and na menso plus mixture and also the nuano ma no and na de be yom adwuma poster plus mixture prostate enlargement frequent urination and na say wuntime enyo so kama so a poster plus mixture and na obegie tabia takum mema nyina aduru ade aduru mema aduru no mesi me nchichirim mema nyina Supreme Court judge no ene tabia takum na ene wo bompa ya Bubima Electoral Commission na fast da ma wo tina ko pon enko so nhia wo mo se enura nwumre omo district ba bonte se ene ombobo jatata ipac meeting no omo de ko Alisa Hotel na ya ma TV camera wo wiase nyina ba begife bi na ya bi mi show the live amobia na niwo ehu NDC for say ense ne ma bebre bi wo voter register no mtiti ya anya audit ya kofa independent body bi aboma me audit register ne dia register to aba enyi and say Asare-Bediako no ma almost nipa be 50,000 omo ewu no mudi da so register mu menim sa omo na ye no birth and death dia menim sa metus across the country omo na manage so dia menim omo ke kan se bebre se transfer bi meanwhile wo komansia no for so a mo na makoye transfer of votes nipa 1,000 ama NPP MP candidate wo hono mo lawyer bafo ewu a eche mo e de court asebenya bosemu ka ekoyisi ama yisi for the command magistrate Kumasi court ebua say enipa na mo transfer mo 1,000 and this for year illegal transfer record court records. Interestingly enipa 1,000 ebu 200 omu na address efie baako.
Wow.
Enipa 200
and the whole clear.
Enipa 200 no obi address efie baako. Kumasi be bi enimu ni say apje efie pese ko fomu fie na wo holo e ho le bi ho efikasiem but enipa to do say 200 and this for the year Kumasi ya chi wo mu na mo kasa wa bonti say na obi akoyise ni sem ene areho hwe omane boama MP and this for we ko ye meeting na say the NDC for na kasa afire omane boama say kenke kwase ni nyina ni but what should be
Me
president say
in fact I was very happy say Jean Mensa she was very composed.
Yes.
Because all say at the end of the day, if you know that you are doing the right thing, who here say obey, excessively aggressive.
Yes. Yeah, you are right.
Eventually, Krampo to me who said the commentary from all of the other parties now shows that they appreciate the good work that has been done by Electoral Commission. One will say, Adiano, omo penina ne kanjo Mahama say, who say, oh baby, lose election, then what do you do? Oh, shall say, over confuse Obia, one more Obia, who's arguing say, Electoral Commission is at fault. Until you have to find a way of painting the Electoral Commissioner black. So that Obia arguing say Electoral Commissioner is not doing their work well. But I should tell you, say, in fact, they know that they have lost the election. Look at the kind of transparency everybody was impressed with. Yama Obia ne pen drive with the full album. Even in Shisha all the way from pre-registration into registration into any sanya in Shisha buyer for us to audit the voter register. Then suddenly you have to have a problem. Why do you have to have a problem? You have to have a problem because say if you don't start now telling Ghanaians say, and I see a bad, then I see a bad, then then you wouldn't know how to explain yourself. And the Ghanaians need to say, and Yanya MPP for can say, Yahu, say, and this if I will see black, and they will say this is blue, they will say it's yellow, or white, or say violet. I mean, this is the kind of party that we are dealing with. And today it was good. Say, I was very happy, say easy. Today they put it out there for the whole public to see. And I know it wasn't just me. Everybody in the world has seen it. And we have seen the kind of people that we are dealing with. Into your kasa or ka ea me pacho. Now we're reading into it. Or kasa resra bomoding na and sana wahe. Baby or more can because they cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted.
Meba we see na Madam Bako one also a sports journalist. Na document ya with the mami. Na mention the also no be.
Okay.
Na wa cross checking me man wo nyina ni nyina ye factual.
Yeah.
Na wa send me pictures me no bi. Wa say so for Penny Dagwood Mills. Omonso Ekoji Stadium e wo Liberia. Eye asori kese e wo holomo. Na ebi nso aye bi wo Ghana na very interesting che menim se bi se sat betin dia toso a time na ekontra Liberia de no o man nyina pitch no so na bo so obi hu ne se ya
yes me hu
omuni o
Omo nyina pitch no.
Omo nyina pitch no so.
Omo use just the stand.
Omo use stands no any tata tracks na ni mo SAG. Na Ghana de. They
were all over.
Ghana de. They
were on the pitch.
On the pitch. Oh, that
was the mistake. Yeah. They when you now.
Oh, no. Yem say some course I know mu edi nkomo. Na me de
na me amiji say National Sports Authority or more be two or more hopeful. After this has happened to you, say you be an catch us say next time make sure say you don't give out your pitch. When you cramp make sure say your pitch. Yes, your pitch is protected.
I see. And you know, I can't just about 4 minutes. Then say the program na ebewi. Then they be this sports home komo kakra. And you know, the assurance is that born e dey be born Ghana.
You be born Ghana.
As to say be qualify and qualify dey any yasem.
Say no dey.
You be born Ghana.
And no dey afa coach.
You coach dey. Me yeah. Musa say me say coach dey.
Yeah, coach enya Otoado.
Well, the coach may exist in name, but
as to say, I think they are also working very hard.
Maybe some players in the end. Maybe players no. Maybe a selection criteria the CDC no. But the most important thing is say yami adma born there. You born in Ghana. Ola we are sorry seeing some so shade ne kakra. Enti no NDC for e ka se hwesora. Me me ga se hwefo. O ka se hweso si pa wo di dwane.
And that's a good
because omuni mu say enkofo anyi omuni. It was a shra, was a shra over form. It was the adequate better for my
form.
It was a shra, so say, Paude Johnny. Run for your life. Because, honorable, say, no, we know we are doing because that is the right way to do. Yes.
NDC, I don't know why people trust the NDC with their lives. Especially John Mahama, Obia Yehuneda. Ewa Ghana ha, what na so for years. Ewa Ghana ha, yehu. A loss of that kind of magnitude before Ewa Ghana Obia yenyina as a country Johnny with over 1 million votes. Now yes sign back because Obi ejina hono mo ka kire say MPP nye we na oma ye ho aye tan. In fact, I think say Ghanaians yenye very careful because who see dying, who see now when your problem, you continue. You look at ways to fix it. You continue to manage it. Nkakra we see that in every. Now when no moba, e dan na we see e kosi baabi no. O si bubu dan no. Na meboa o na wa ko reset dan no. Na wo ka wa bo nyina tugu. Na meba we will come and start from scratch. So o mu reset na no mo kan. O say you best starting from scratch. Na unia who see danya wa boka say Ghanaians aboka o
ye me to tuni nyina to fa this
na wa ojo mahama yi a
ye hu ne da want man see dan no
oni ye na be starting from scratch hey Ghanaians ye careful
out you say Kumasi Magistrate Court invalidates over 1,000 voter transfers to Mensia South constituency.
Yes,
25th September 2024 enrich year. Was say a Kumasi Magistrate Court has invalidated over 1,000 voter transfers to the Mensia South constituency, ordering the Electoral Commission to take immediate steps to return all the affected voters to their original constituencies.
Yes.
The court, presided over by Magistrate Jawa Donko, arrived at the verdict after a complaint brought before the court by lawyer Naneji Bafwe, the MPP parliamentary candidate for Mensia South, after detecting that the transfers had been orchestrated by the National Democratic Congress, traveled its judicial course. Mr. Uya, after uncovering the illegal transfers, had mobilized police station executives and residents to raise objections, indicating that these transfers involved individuals who did not reside in the constituency. Well, court story na making. And you hear say, yes, you share mono, and the part 200 letifi back.
Wow.
Now I will cry.
Ghana, if you're buying a nipper 200 the team. Hotel.
All right, I was a 40 years a quano. I was said, yeah, Morabo campaign no, but about Obewini.
Obewini.
Sound.
We shouldn't worry about all these things. When the does that people look, I always keep saying, when you are focused on something, there will be challenges.
Of course.
Now, also what share the effort and the energy. Your opponents, they are throwing all kinds of things to make MPP look so bad. I'm telling you, say, when you are onto something good, that is when they will want to take it away from you. Ghanaians, we have invested too much. And we are about to see the gold. I have said this over and over again. Say, oh yeah, dear, it is not easy. Bibi anywhere wo yeah, solid. It's easy and everything that is good. It takes time and it takes sacrifice. The sacrifice is what we have done. Now the benefit is coming. In the name of NMPP for NMPP for NMPP for please, Ms. Remo, Ghanaians, Ms. Remo, the future with Dr. Bawumia is bright, and everything he has said is possible. Ms. Remo, why? Dr. Bawumia will win.
Yati enti yenwaba Honorable Slabatels ene woni bidi enkomo no efa stadium ho sensema abe wa me assurance ne sejami aduma eden ya per the sports ministry ene national sports authority for eye the eden ya ball no e be ball no wo Ghana e da sala kese ebema Mr. Santi ne Adungu ene Eric Mone Cookie ne mausimu nyina mo de ko social media na bizo so ewo around if I'm God na Asare-Bediako nyame aduma e chanopa you be share a movement in the morning so